You're now watching two old farts making noises.
Yay, we're back.
We are back. My goodness, we need to change that video. I'm so sorry. I was supposed to change it this week. And this week we had so much rain. Like, I mean, yesterday there was another storm. We got an alert of 80 miles per hour, destructive winds.
Right.
There was a torrential rain, but actually after the rain came the most beautiful rainbow I have ever seen in the United States of America, I have to say. So it does have, well, I had one good moment, but yeah, everything is flooded. Everything was raining, so I did not fix my video. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. We still love you.
I just remember, Noosh, that we had one of our other, Rusty, our artist, he changed his. And yeah, but we couldn't use the music because it's all copyrighted. So it's very difficult. It's more and more difficult to find music which is not copyrighted.
Yeah, but you can buy it. We, for example, for our, oh, that's right. I do need to have a British accent. I almost forgot.
Oh my God, here we go.
Oh, where's my British pills? What was I going to say? I forgot. You said, oh,
Buying music.
For our teaser, for Bandicoot, our new tech remote course, wonderful thing that we're setting up for all of
Shameless
you
plug.
who want to get in remote tech out there. But so the video we made, we actually bought, I mean, not the rights, but we paid some fee to the musician so we can use all 2.5 minutes of the music.
Very
so
nice.
If that gentleman would bother to look at some information, he could purchase the music and he will be fine. I mean, unless it's like a very hot song, I guess.
No, between YouTube and another site, there's enough free music that we don't have to actually purchase it. Because if we have to start purchasing music for all our shows, it's going to be, an event.
Well, I think that guy, if he really wants that song, he can just buy it. Like, it didn't cost us that much. I think it was, I think like $40 or something.
Yeah, Noosh.
But
We
then
we have 15 shows, Noosh, and we're growing. We have 15 shows on our channel, and we're growing. By the end of September, probably have 25 shows on the channel. So yeah, so we'll paying a couple $1,000 for music is just not worth
if
it.
he wants to do it, I'm not saying that if you want to do it.
It doesn't make any difference if he does it because
we still have to do it. We have to buy it. We have to own it, not him.
We have to buy it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
It's different if he was the only show, and it's like, yeah, no big deal. But because we have a couple $1,000 a month in stuff that we have to have for different platforms, for AI, for this, for that. So $40 here, $40 before you know it, it adds up to real money.
I retract. My thoughts right away.
That's okay.
But speaking of platforms and all that, so I discovered, drumroll,
Earthquake.
Not that I did not know about LinkedIn. I did briefly had a very intermittent relationship with LinkedIn when I was working for Corcoran.
LinkedIn sucks.
Oh, that's so not true. I met the coolest people ever. So I've been interviewing for a CMO for our company, Bandicoot, this week, and most of the people that I interviewed, they all gave me so much information, just like that, just to help me out, for me to figure things out. They sent me, I mean, first of all, they introduced me to so many other different things that AI can do and things to think about. One of them sent me a whole marketing guide of 67 pages of all the things to think about when thinking of a marketing strategy.
Now, here's the problem we have with AI. We used AI because we're looking for the Two Old Farts Entertainment channel for a director of sales or a chief revenue or chief marketing officer. So we're looking for someone. And what happened is we got 300 views. I did it for 2 days just to see what would happen. I got 60 CVs that were qualified. And we sent a follow-up letter. People don't read because we said in our ad, it's an equity only and commission only position, full stop. And then we would send the email out that said that to them. And only 3 people got back, were nice enough out of the 60 that we sent that to. One came back and said, oh, I got it. Not for me. Not at this time. One guy says, well, I can help you raise money. But I was like, okay, no. So out of it. And then the other 57, because they didn't read the email because they thought it was a rejection email. They didn't read it. That says, we'd love to interview you, but we want you to be aware of it. And I purposely wrote an email that you had to read. So as far as I'm concerned, let me finish. As far as I'm concerned, LinkedIn job search sucks because all people do is hit the apply button.
That's very true. So I did the exact same thing in the email that we wrote, the first email. We asked them to write to us why they would be great for that position. Out of 100 and something resumes, only 8 people wrote back. So those, like those 82, 92, 88. 88 people or 82, 92. I can't count.
Whatever it is.
Out of those people that didn't reply to me, they were out already. But all of those 8 people that wrote back, they all had some value that they brought to me at each and every interview. And I think what we're gonna end up doing is actually hiring probably a few of them because it's all commission based. And they'll have a code, and whoever brings the sale with their code, they'll get.
So yours went better than ours was horrible. And I realize that people don't read the job description. They don't read anything. And my wife will tell me this. She'll write a job description and she'll put, please do following. And she said, people just send stuff. So people are lazy. And I'm thinking, I don't need somebody lazy. I need somebody that has a clue that says, oh, I read this. Because one of my questions was, what's your favorite show? Because it's like, you need to go to our channel. And like I said, even in the job description, you should go to our channel. I put the link so you understand what we do and our 15 shows, so you can figure out who and what you want to sell for, because you may be like, oh, I don't really want to sell for that show, but I'll sell for this, or I'll sell for the channel. And I'm like, if you know marketing and branding, how tough, it's not that tough for, like, we're doing it. So it's an event because that's not our job, right? So I'm doing the marketing and trying to figure out who I can say, do you want to sponsor a show or channel? And it's working a little bit, but I was like, we'll get a professional, but people don't read. So as far as I'm concerned, then LinkedIn is a scam. I'm sorry. It's full stop. People don't read.
No, it's just made too easy though. LinkedIn. Oh, that's interesting. Because they have, was it quick reply or something? Is that that's the reply button? You just bang that in and it shoots off their CV to you. So it's a no-brainer. So I think that's what people are doing. They're just scattergunning all this stuff. But what about you? Did you get people a lot of pushback in Noosh that people didn't? So I was just commission only.
Yes, or everybody knew. I mean, we posted it in free jobs.
Wow.
Oh, free jobs? Is that what?
We paid for ours. We didn't do. Yeah, you can do a free job. I think it. I don't know how the difference between a free job and a paid job
is that a web shop? Free jobs?
No, it's on LinkedIn. You have a choice. There's free and there's pay. So our job search we did is pay. We could have done free, but I figured if we pay, we'd get a better search result, which wasn't true.
No, it would appear, but we maybe try again then, Stephen, and then we
go for free. Yeah, we'll do the free.
Because the thing is, all the people that bothered to reply to me, they're all entrepreneurs, and they all started with, like me, like startups, and brought them to wherever the companies wanted to go. So all the people that I talked to, they're here for passion projects, like really to the things value, not just like selling anything for whatever reason. Like there is really some purpose behind it. So all the people that I talked to were very interested, and it's really in their branch, and they were all in some sort involved in education at some point. Okay. That's why they picked us, because they think that we're having a great project to bring to life and they want to participate.
Cool. Well, we'll try next week. We'll put out an ad for free instead of paying for it, and see if we get any better candidates that can read. Maybe the free people read better than the ones that we paid for.
Maybe. You never know.
Yeah.
But
is that
totally
a section
shocked.
that you have to go to then for free? I've never seen that.
Okay. No. So when you do a job description, it'll give you, do you want to do the free one or do you want to pay? If you pay, which we did, it promotes it more, so to speak, and you get losers that don't read. Apparently, the free one, you get people that have IQ points that actually do read. So we'll post it again and see what happens. But like I said, what a waste of time that was.
I mean, you'll still get. I mean, we got 90% of the emails that we got. I didn't bother replying because they did not read the email. I asked them to write why would we pick them over anybody? Why do they want to?
Yeah, but it's the easy apply button, isn't it? You know, you just click on it. It's a big red button.
Yeah, but I'm not interested in those people. Though I call them
the
one-click generation.
Yeah.
No, thank
you.
you.
If you don't read, and some of these people were really good. They were marketing guys and CROs somewhere else, and I'm like, I got the first CV, and I'm reading about this guy. I'm like, this guy didn't even read the ad. He just saw a CRO job and he clicked it. And then I start to see the people that were coming. And like I said, out of the 60, we sent our little, hey, thank you for applying. We just want you to understand this. Only 3 were nice enough to come back and say, no, thank you, not at this time, or that's not for me. And I was like, okay. But the rest of them, because they had to actually read an email, because we did it all through LinkedIn, we didn't have an email or anything. Because they had to read an email, they didn't take the time to read it or have the decency to reply. And I'm like, I wouldn't want you working for me anyway. So if someone tells you no on a sale, you're going to treat them like crap. I can't have that.
Yeah, no.
I need we still have our channel, so people have to read.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Very disappointed.
It's
very disappointed.
I know.
Yeah.
This is why. Well, with
at this point, I would take a 20-year-old intern that wants to learn how to sell and let them just do it. So we'll see what happens. But I think
the best way to learn how to sell is to pick up a phone and go for it.
Yeah, there's no phone numbers, David. Got to send emails and all the other stuff.
Well, that's debatable as to whether or not people actually read
emails.
Yeah. I called one of the. We were talking to Scotch companies and cigar companies for snobs and knobs, and I actually called one. I figured, well, maybe call is better, and it's a recording, and it says if you want, and it gives you like a list, and it was just like and at the very end, it's like the best way to get a hold of us is to send it to. But I'm like, I got your email, so I just sent the emails because it was a lot easier, and they're actually responding. Some are saying no, some are saying we already did our budget. Some are saying it's interesting. We have a couple that I haven't read yet this morning, and they're like, they're the ones we're reading are like, this is like impressive, but we're like, it's July, so we're kind of our budget's done. So so we're like, hey, we can just put your bottle on the shelf and we'll talk about it and see if it does any good, and you can put us in for next year. So we're trying to get sponsors for all the different shows, and then get a main sponsor for the full channel. So
you'd have to have 2 bowls of scotch, though, really.
One to drink and one to look at.
Yeah, well, no, one to have behind you for other shows, and other one which you take outside because you won't be able to have your cigar and your scotch.
I know.
What kind of sponsor would be interested in sponsoring me? It's very intangible what I bring to the world.
Actually, no. Your sponsor could be any sponsor can sponsor you because your show is interesting. We talk about interesting topics. You could have a puppet manufacturer, a toy manufacturer. You can do anything.
Let's get toy manufacturers. Is there? Oh God, yes. If anybody knows out there a really good, nice, old school toy manufacturer, we can have like a whole toy situation here. With my puppets, finally they'll have friends. I mean, not that they're lonely.
Are they?
I hope not.
I hope they're not lonely.
Who knows?
So Noosh, what else is going on?
If you put them away in a box, Noosh, they could be crying now, and you can't hear them.
They've been at home with me working. They're right now with Bear and Moosey. My moose from Teton Valley in Wisconsin. Okay. No, not Wisconsin. Where is Teton? It's in Wyoming.
Hey, Noosh, talking about that, when is your UFO guy coming on?
So I finally connected with him, and because he needed to revamp his.
Was he on LinkedIn? Was he on LinkedIn?
No, he was not on LinkedIn. God, definitely not his place. But yes, I saw him very briefly at a liquor store to help him refill his wine cellar. That is it for now. But he's basically back. At least.
So is he going to come on and talk about UFOs?
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping maybe in August, as soon as we launch. Right now, I really don't have time to see. I'm all about Bandicoot. Like, I've never realized that actually I'm a great businesswoman. Can you believe it?
Ooh, that's nice.
No, we can believe it, Noosh. Come on, tell us a little bit more about Bandicoot then. For those people who've
Yes.
not done anything about it.
Well, I mean, it's the thing is, it's I think
Is
I
it your
really,
project?
it's not my project. I mean, I guess it's our project now. It was at the beginning. In the beginning, it was Michael's project to do a course about remote tech
Right.
for the world. But then, little by little, over the months of creating the job, we refined it into really catering it to the youth in rural America. Because I mean, it really started because we saw that there's so many kids here and so many people that just don't really have jobs that have a really good growth, or and but kids really like I think they're like the best target for us right now because they know computers, they know how to do everything with a computer, but they don't know what to do with their lives. And a remote
Right.
tech job, you don't have to spend God knows how many years and how much money in college. College right now is really if you want to be a doctor or something really precise, but if you want to get in sales, marketing, PR, customer service, you don't really need to go to school. You can just, with us, with Bandicoot, we show you all the skills on how to, all the details on how to get the job, and then to learn the skills over there to thrive in the job that you pick. All the companies now, so many are going remote. And the community here, we need to find a way to keep the youth instead of going away and keeping only old people here. And they do a lot, but we would rather keep the young here, and there's such a lovely lifestyle. And then we do teach something that none of the course do, is the human, not the human fabric, like our human fabric that someday we'll go back to, but the human dimension. It's not just about making money and getting the job. We're teaching them soft skills on how to really create a lovely environment for yourself as a human being in your everyday life, like from the morning, and how you wake up and how you feed your mind is as important as how you feed your body, into how you go about your day and how you manage stress and how you hydrate. It's like really the things that very few people, especially in America, learn. And those are things are not really taught unless it's taught in your family. The school system does not teach any of that. And then I've been receiving them on the other end, like they get the job like the way it is here, get the job,
Right.
get the money, and then 10 years later they're burnt out. They're like, oh my God, I'm dying. And they come to me, and then I fix them up with my wellness, coaching. But hopefully we can bridge that gap by teaching them very young on how to manage your life, like how to keep your values, how to stay connected to your people and to your community, and never slipping away too much. And if you slip away, those are the tools that can help you get back on track. Just
Right.
like a more human component onto how to get the job while staying sane in your mind and keeping your values intact, and navigating that with a compass, the
Right.
compass of you.
Very
Well, it'll
cool.
be interesting to see if I think Michael's was talking about August or so that it's coming out, going to start. It'd be interesting, when people start to use the course, so what sort of feedback you're going to get,
Oh, absolutely.
because it's not. I don't mean um, the practicalities of it. I'm sure it'll be extremely practical and it'll teach you all the practicalities of what you need. But you're looking at it in a almost in a spiritual way of helping people, supporting people.
Mhm.
I'd be interested to see whether or not people pick up on that.
Exactly. I mean, so the first wave of students for the next few months, we really want to be very close to them so that we will have that feedback, and they can, so we can fine tune if there's any fine tuning to do in the course, that we can always adjust and see. And we'll keep always putting, because there's always new resources and new research. For example, we give them like a whole syllabus at the end of links that they can use throughout their career for any type of resources that they might need, but also some Instagram accounts to follow for, like for business oriented, spirituality. Well, it's a long word. Spirituality oriented, mindfulness oriented. Then some that are food oriented, just so you can pick and choose, because everybody, it's like colors and taste. Everybody has different ones, so we really try to give them as many options to look at, for them to find the ones that speak to them, and then they keep following that instead of mindlessly scrolling through some stupid stuff, stupid content. They can actually cater through their Instagram. That's what I do with my Instagram. My Instagram, whenever I scroll, only gives me beautiful things. First of all, traveling beauties, um funny animals, and then tips about mindfulness, tips about how to structure your days, tips about the like the biggest leaders in XYZ around the world, so that I don't scroll through stupid stuff. I scroll through content that I mindfully chose for me, so that whenever I want to take a break, my break will be bringing me value throughout my day. I mean, I haven't scrolled
Wait a
really,
second. So I have a question. So do you have two old farts making noises on your Instagram?
obviously.
Obviously you don't. I don't see you as a follower. I'm looking.
What do you mean I
So
don't?
you don't? I don't think I are you. I'm just busting your chops. Are you a follower?
I did. I added you in the beginning. I
Okay,
haven't. I
good.
mean,
I
I
just
don't really look at my Insta lately. But I have to check.
Oh my God, yes,
Uh,
because we have so much.
I
Because
don't know how often
all our posts
Stephen posts, but
That would be cool.
our
I don't
posts are
have you.
inspirational. Ours are inspirational.
Yours are definitely
What
inspirational.
I know, and when I
yeah,
scroll on Instagram, all I get are hot Asian chicks and short outfits. So I'm not sure
Oh
why
my
that
god,
happens, but
you!
yeah,
and
my
cats.
Instagram is different, and then cats, yeah,
Well,
but my cats have two legs. Go ahead.
as I said, you can cater to whatever needs that you have with your Instagram.
Apparently, I have some weird needs.
To each their own, my dear fellow.
Oh, that's funny.
What do you have, David, on your Instagram scrolls, if I
I,
may?
I don't use Instagram,
Mm, you
so
The only
scroll.
reason I'm on Instagram news is because of two old farts. I have to
yeah, that's
post
the
twice a
only
day.
reason why we
I guess
look
yeah,
at it
you
at
have all
all.
the entertainment that you need.
I do. I have. Yeah, with doing these shows, and some shows we're not even on. We just have to sit back and produce and direct them. I get
Mm.
enough. I get enough entertainment. I
Yeah,
don't need
yeah,
any
okay.
social media.
No, I
We
hear
have
you.
15 different personalities we deal with every
Yeah,
week for all our
yeah.
shows.
That's
The end of the
So
week,
nice
people say,
though.
"Oh, are you always on social media?" I said, "Well, yes and no,
I
because you
am
yeah,
have to
social
look."
media.
yeah.
Yeah,
We technically yes, we are social
yeah,
media.
and
So
some of it's good, and like everything, some of it's good, and some of it's bad. So,
yeah.
we
So
do our
we
best.
are
Yeah, that's
social
right.
media.
You guys actually, yeah, you really are social media. I mean, you're
We
your own
are.
entertainment, not social media, but you are your own entertainment.
We're but well, we do Instagram. We were on TikTok, but every time we post one of our AI generated movies, it says we violated the community code and blocks the account. So we're done with TikTok. Facebook, we have an account, but we use it sporadically because most of the people on Facebook follow us on YouTube. So Instagram and Twitter we do okay with, and Instagram we have a lot of followers, and I find that when we post quick little shorts so people can see what's going on or eat the art I put there. People really like it. Like we'll get a few hundred, sometimes more views. And for us, that's big because no one knows who we are. So our fan base grows. And then the girls from Social Intercourse, when we put their little bickering on, the three of them, they get a couple thousand views on Instagram and hundreds of likes. And I'm just
Yeah,
like, okay. So people get to see our entertainment channel through Instagram, and then we have link tree so they can click it and come to us. So they like your stuff too. We'll put a short out of you, and they'll get a couple hundred on Instagram, and then you get whatever 1,000+ views on YouTube. So yeah, it's great.
I need a hot name like social intercourse. I thought that Noosh Bits would be sexy enough.
It's Noosh Bits. Well, we have Noosh Bits, and then now in parentheses I put hot Asian chick. And that seems to help. So
No, don't keep people.
so all I know is my Instagram is nothing but hot Asian chicks, and I don't know why.
No,
I
the only
seriously.
thing you can put between parentheses is cute fluffiness if you want.
I would, but then David has to be on every show.
Oh, you know.
yeah. It's a bummer. It's a bummer.
So
I'm not welcome on all the shows.
Wait, but
that's not true.
why are people TikToking you out? Because
No,
you
TikTok is banned. So David does,
Yeah,
for people that don't know, we did a series called Twin Blood, which is a vampire series done all with AI, which is on you can go to our channel, go to the playlist, you can find it, and I'll put it up here somewhere.
okay,
You can see Twin Bloods.
blood.
You can also see one called Freedom of, what is it, Dave?
it's called Embers of Freedom, which is
The
what
Embers of Freedom,
we've
which
just
was it
released.
another AI we released
It's all made
yesterday.
by AI?
It's all AI,
All
and
maybe,
it's
yeah.
a 6-minute movie that we did it yesterday. And in our playlist, you'll see something that says AI generated movies, and we've got one about two old farts, how we started. We've got one on Alzheimer's, which did really well. I think got 2,700 views. So we
You made
have all this, huh? David
guys,
makes them all. Yeah. You not go see people. This is showing you that even the people on our channel don't go to our the channel to see what's going on.
I'm
Well,
missing a course. I have no time for entertainment right now.
Yes, you
yeah, there you go.
do.
Only-
So anyway,
The only time, actually, that's my only entertainment is with you. That's the free hour, not even 45 minutes. I
and
can.
just so you know, your future husband, we sent him the link. He's watching Freedoms of Amber right now.
Is he?
Yeah, he's watching it on our channel.
Oh,
In fact, everybody from
Amber's a
Lost Dollar
freedom,
Business
there you
Club
go.
who's watching that one too. Everybody on the Lost Dollar Business Club is watching that right now.
But wait,
Oh, they go, oh,
David,
yeah.
so how long does it take you to make one? I'm so curious. What do you use?
Well, the first 3-minute film I made, it took me a week.
Okay.
Because because basically I don't read the like this is how you do it bit. I just sort of I just kind of typical
Of
man.
course.
Of course.
Yeah, I just jump in.
It's funny like that.
Amber's of Freedom probably by the time I'd collected everything, probably 2 days, I think 2 working days of 16 hours, and that would no, not 16 hours, probably 12, 14 hours, and that's a 6-minute movie.
A 6-minute movie.
And the one I'm now working on, I already did the prep for that. I've done it in a different way. It's a sort of semi spoof cop thing called semi spoof called
I don't know what that is, but I love it.
Semi spoof, and it's called Dirty Donuts. So it's about corrupt policemen.
Donuts.
Oh, it's not about Dunkin' Donuts? Okay, never mind.
No, but funnily enough, Stephen, the police officer himself, can you guess what his name is?
Dunkin' Donuts.
Duncan. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Duncan. Okay, don't use donut. We're gonna get sued by. That'll be great. Because Dunkin' Donuts is gonna sue us. That'll propel our channel into even bigger heights. I like it.
Yeah.
No, but anyway,
I've told you before. If we get litigation, then I'm going to go and see Duncan and explain to him, that I think he's
the purpose of all this.
Yes.
Yeah, because I mean, if you call a company after your own name, I mean, he's got to be a cool guy, isn't he, Duncan?
Okay, sure.
So, yeah.
But anyway, so this is what we were Scottish. The last show we just did. We talked about social media. So this is why I'm on social media. We were talking if we didn't have Two Old Farts Entertainment, we would not even be on social media because I could care less. Like I don't use Facebook to hook up with my old friends because I don't know you now.
You don't have any friends, Stephen.
Right. That's why I don't hook up. I use them to hook up. And then Instagram, I was never on. And Twitter, my old staff years ago gave me a Twitter account and I didn't really do anything with it. And when Two Old Farts happened, I was like, oh, cool, I'll use Twitter. And then Facebook, we just did a new account for Two Old Farts, which we use every now and then. But really, because people want to see the full video, and a lot of people come because of the playlist now, because you can go to the playlist and there's all 15, 16 shows and you can binge them. You can watch whatever. I mean, so we've made it like a television network. So for us, this is like now when people talk about social media, I'm like, yeah, social media. Like, it's like, love it. But it's like, okay, but then we don't have time then going back to the LinkedIn and CMO and CRO and sales manager. Now we need someone to sell for us because we don't have time to go sell our shows or our channel. Yeah.
Thing is, Noosh, that you are actually a star of the 2OF Entertainment channel.
Sure. You were a star. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And we speak to other people about you being a star as well. And you've been a great supporter.
About you, okay.
Oh,
because you've been with us like it was your show and Michael's really that sort of gave us that first kick in. Yeah.
Oh, isn't that nice? Do people think I'm a star too?
Yes, they do.
Oh, of course they do.
And we went to that special hospital, and they were all asking for your autograph. So,
you mean the psychiatric hotel?
Yes, the psychiatry hotel. But your Michael's interviews about remote work, and then your show, and then we have I think one or two others, had taken us from last year when we started to 3 shows to we'll have a 1-year anniversary August 1st. We have 15 plus shows now in the can, and that religiously we do 12 to 13 of them now every month because we've had some that we don't do anymore. And by the end of this year, we'll probably have close to 25 to 30 shows on our channel.
Yeah.
Look at that! Isn't that nice?
Yes, it is.
And
Now,
I mean, I would love to have 100. My wish is to have 100 shows. 100 shows.
Probably next year. By our second anniversary, we should have 100 shows on our channel.
And people say why, and I said, well, why not?
Yeah.
You just think how much fun it would be to meet all those different people being creative, people producing stuff, material.
You'll be basically only doing that, just being on the television, interviewing interesting people.
No.
Well, we're not on every show. We don't do every show. Like we have Canadian Art Today. We're not on Canadian Art Today.
No.
We're not on Social Intercourse. The only thing the girls said is we used to talk to them after the show. So what we do now is something called Social Intercoursing, which is basically the same shit we would say to them after their show, but now we record it and put it out, and their fans love it because now the girls aren't interviewing.
Yeah.
It's uncensored, and we just go I'm actually like prepping their show, and we're bantering back and forth, and the fans love it. So we're not on every one of our shows. We're trying to be on less shows and have like hosts. We're like working on a gaming show. We're working on one of our people is going to do, I think, a cooking show with chefs. We're not going to be on those. I mean, so we're just going to basically be producing and directing in the background. And then your show, of course, Lost Dollar Business, and the shows like we'll be on those, of course. And Snobs and Knobs, the show that you may come on, I think next Thursday, that airs every other Saturday. That guy is a Norwegian politician who is an artist. So we interviewed him as an artist. We told him we had the show, and he goes, I'll do it. So he became the co-host, and we did that show with him. And now all the different hosts from all the different TOF entertainment shows all want to come on Snobs and No Snobs or Knobs, because you can be political. You can have your scotch or your whatever, and you can have your cigar, and that's everyone's excited about doing it. So I think next Thursday, he actually now has a guest coming on, a politician from Greece. We've got a couple other people from TOF Entertainment that are going to be on because it's outside of the norm, and it's a big show. I think it's our highest rated show to date.
Next Thursday.
You have an invitation in your calendar. You should probably look at it.
Yeah, no.
I looked at it. I just looked. I was away for a week on holiday, and I looked at I looked every day anyway. But I thought, what? And I looked again. I thought, how many? And we'd soared like from nothing to 6,000, which for us is like,
wow,
like winning the lottery.
Yeah,
that's exciting. So, I'm very excited, but very nervous about Snobs, the Bobs, the Knobs.
You should watch. I told everybody who wants to come on the show. You need to watch the first episode to make sure you understand. This is not our
first episode. I thought any.
Yeah. Well, we only did one. The second one is we're doing next week for Saturday. Yeah.
Basically, all the social, political.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it on my
rules are out of the window. So the idea is it's I know I'm going to degrade it by saying it, but it gives kind of that sort of. It's almost like a locker room, and it'll
not
be the same.
Bad. Not that bad.
No,
we don't use bad language. So
but it is a place of freedom. That's what I'm.
Yes.
So that's what it's supposed to be.
That's going to be great for me.
Yeah. Well, how many places can you just chew the cud and there's well, I mean, I watched the first one. It's all random. People it's just like listening into somebody else's conversation, which is what we tried to do, suggest to the ladies from Social Intercoursing anyway. It's just like as if Stephen and I are listening to you. You're sitting in the next booth in the cafe or in the restaurant, and we're kind of listening to you three ladies talking. That's what we wanted them to be, and that's what clicked in for them now. That's clicked in.
I see.
Yeah. Every show does very well now. Every show is getting at least 1,000 views. And for us, for a channel that no one really knows who it is with 18,000 subscribers, we're doing phenomenal. And we actually had a dating app reach out to us the other day and said, a dating app. I said, would the girls from Social Intercourse be interested in using our dating app and tell us the stories and going on dates? So we asked the girls and they said yes. And then we had to submit a whole bunch of stuff. So they may get a sponsor, which is very cool.
Oh
So
my
yeah,
God,
so as
great.
the channel grows, we're very excited, and as the fan base grows, which we're also excited and grateful for, and as our stars such as yourself grow, then more opportunities will come, and everyone will be excited. So that's kind of it.
Yes, opportunities, sponsor, toy sponsor. Toys, toys,
Yeah,
toys.
yeah.
Does
I
anybody
mean,
make
Well,
beautiful toys these days?
no, you
well,
probably
yeah,
should. You
yeah.
should get like a Korean face company to face cream company. That should be a good thing. It's beauty stuff. So
Oh, I can, well, why not? Like,
yeah,
oh,
there
I
you
can
go.
buy their creams online. I can
I
describe.
But
know.
the thing is, Noosh, all the stuff that stimulates you, there's probably a company behind that, and just find out
Yeah.
who they are, and we can reach out to them.
Oh, so I need to make a list of companies that stimulate me, like
Yes.
Yeah,
Calm down.
Perrier.
yeah,
Who?
Perrier.
Perrier.
That's
Yeah,
yeah. We won't waste our time with that. That's only San Pellegrino. San Pellegrino is much better. Tastes better.
Okay. No, but I used to always keep. Actually, I haven't done that in a while. I forgot why. I wonder why. I always had a stack of Pellegrino and Perrier because they all have very two different types of bubbles. The
Yeah.
Pellegrino has a more settled, just like if you were on Lake Como. It's like it's nice, it's beautiful, it's
Yep.
grand, it tickles. The Perrier is like it's like
But
Paris,
they taste
yeah.
different too.
Paris.
The Perrier tastes like French feet, and San Pellegrino tastes like a
Take it
beautiful
back,
Italian dinner.
take it back. French feet. It tastes like French feet.
It's
Talking about
funny,
French,
because
do you have
French
French
feet.
friends?
yeah,
French feet are delicious. First of all.
If you're into that. So,
yeah,
Oh,
suck those toes.
what happened to my bubbly? I completely forgot about drinking bubbled water. Kind of
Yeah.
slipped away.
Catherine, I like.
When my mother was having chemo, that's the only
Yeah,
thing she could drink was Perrier.
really.
And my father bought a whole load of stuff, a couple of cases, and two or three of their bottles were completely dead when he opened them.
Yeah,
And this is back in the late 80s. And he wrote this sort of very stiff, very very British letter saying, "Excuse me, my good lady's having chemo, and she's using your product, and it's SH1T." And he didn't hear anything. And then one day there was a knock on the door, and the rep trucked up and gave her like months and months and months supply of Perrier water with,
aw,
"Oh, we're so sorry," etc., etc. So yeah, Perrier water has a bit of a soft spot. Although,
oh, that's
although I don't
nice.
drink it myself, because I'm not very good at
I
drinking
take
stuff
it
with
back.
bubbles in it.
It doesn't smell. It doesn't taste like French feet. It tastes like something
Yeah,
else. Anyway,
yeah.
so but that's very. They don't do that anymore. If you write now and tell
No,
them they
no,
suck, they don't do crap. I
no,
got a
no, no,
bottle.
no.
And I'm gonna hate one of our potential sponsors, Glenn Fargus. I bought a bottle of 25-year-old Scotch, and the cork was bad. And I took a picture and sent it to them. That was about a year ago. I still have not heard from them. And I
Wow.
was like, "You suck for customer service. It's a good thing I like your Scotch, but that's pathetic." That I
Yeah,
said, "Hey, there was a problem with your cork." You could have at least said, "Hey, we're terribly sorry." I would have been
yeah.
happy, but they did nothing. So
That's what she
Yeah,
said.
I'm just
yeah,
just to acknowledge it. But I mean, as I say, years ago, people used to do that as well. I mean, we
yeah,
had. I remember our Cadbury's once. I think my mother used to. Well, again, when she was sick, she would like to have like Cadbury's whole nut chocolate, and some of the nuts get. What hazelnuts can be slightly bitter. And these were
yeah,
incredibly bitter, and I said, well, let's try them, Mum. Yeah. Oh. So again, my father, being very British, wrote this letter saying, "Excuse me, we bought your
yeah.
product. We'd just like to inform you that the nuts are very bitter. Perhaps this is a batch problem." Yeah. 2 or 3 weeks later, huge box trucks up with chocolate in it. But
Oh my God,
those days have passed.
I'm gonna pick my
They don't do that
favorite
anymore.
parts and just tell them and just write letters to everybody. I'm sorry,
Yeah, but
but this
nobody
is
reads
not
them.
good.
Nobody reads them anymore.
They don't read them anymore, Newster. But back in the day, you would send it in the post, and there was a
Yeah.
person that actually opened them and read them, and then
Mm.
they would take it to somebody in charge and go,
Yeah.
"Hey, so and so,
Quality
the
control.
quality is not good." And they'd be
Mm.
like, "Okay." They would check it, and then they would resend you because they want to keep you as a client. Today, they don't care. You can send a letter,
Yeah.
you can make a call, unless you're threatening to sue them. No
Mm.
one's going to call you back. So for Perrier, then,
I did that once, actually. I did that once, and I wrote them that it was defective. It was for a massager, and
right?
they sent me
Ooh,
another
really?
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a whatchamacallit. There's something we can go and get a sponsor. The massager, more than a massage.
I'm sure I can
Well,
find use for good massager.
I'm still trying to track
Seriously?
down. Maybe he listens. Maybe somebody who works for him listens. There's a Dutch company called Easy Toys. Would love to have them
Oh
as a
yeah,
sponsor.
Easy Toys. I got to put them on the
Easy
thing.
Toy.
Easy Toys, what do?
They offer enjoyment through.
They're an adult toy company.
Object.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
They're an adult toy company.
Well,
they sponsor a football team here as well in Holland, and they have.
We're trying to get a hold of them when we can.
This series of trucks that they run around with huge vibrators on the roofs. I'll send you. I'll send you all the photos. Yeah.
Actually,
you know what? Marketing 101.
You know what, David? I'm going to send them an email and ask if they'd like to sponsor the channel.
There you go.
So I missed them.
I said we're going to send them an email and ask them if they would like to sponsor the channel. The whole channel, not just the show.
Yeah, that would suit us, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to make the list of everything that I enjoy, and we'll ask them if they want to sponsor me.
There you go.
Yeah,
it's going to be.
First of all,
exactly
Easy Toys will want. She'll be like, I want Easy Toys to sponsor me, but I just want the toys. I don't want money. And then she'll go to some Korean facial cream, and then listen, Miss, I sleep in a separate room, so I'm just trying to help out here. So you know what I mean. So
no, but there is one product that I'm going to be sending back some emails today, and it is an enjoyment massager.
Yeah.
It's a little stick that vibrates, but I use it. Wait.
Okay.
I use it because I have a very special itch that is somewhere lodged between my nose and my throat that I cannot reach. And that only I push right on top of that little skin that you have here, and the thing out of my reach. It's very nice. But
that's going to be our short today.
Last night I charged it, and it lasted about 2 minutes. I couldn't even find the itch. And it was dead. I am sending a letter of complaint because I cannot.
If it came from China, then you can probably whistle for that.
Oh my God, Noosh, that is going to be the Instagram for today. Is you with a vibrator? I'm assuming that's going to get 1 million views.
For every people out there that have that itch, and I only have it in the morning when I drink water. As soon as I drink my glass of water, it occurs in my ear.
It's the same with me. I only have the itch in the morning.
Oh my God, you guys are killing me, both of you.
Everybody out there that have an itch that they don't know what to do, use your little vibrating device and push your ear and move it around until you find it. And then I have it in my car at all times.
I'm sure you do have a vibrator in your car. All right, David, just so you know, this is going to be the extra for next week. I'm just letting you know.
I can believe that. I can believe that.
Yeah, there you go.
But the time is ticking on, Noosh, and we haven't had any French.
Are you going to do a little French to make David's balls melt?
Let me tickle your ears now with a different device, which is
how exciting.
We need a little. I need a little bit of French before the weekend.
Ooh, this is a great one that is quoted by Mr. Dick. That's for you.
Oh,
yeah, obviously his friends call him Richard.
Philip K. Dick. I'm not sure who he is, but it's about the reality. I'm sure you would love that one, Steven.
Yes, go ahead.
Well, it's the reality of his dick is what we're going to talk about.
Oh my God!
Oh my God, I love it. Stop it.
One throwing those. I have 2 dart throwers now. All right. La réalité, c'est ce qui continue d'exister lorsqu'on cesse d'y croire, disait Philippe K. Dick. Il doit donc exister quelque part une réalité objective qui échappe à tous les préjugés, dogmes, superstitions, grilles de lecture automatique des hommes. C'est cette réalité-là qu'il est amusant de tenter d'approcher. Oops. Do you want me to translate it, or is that
please?
Good? No, I'm just recovering from you saying dick with a French accent. But
oh my God.
Le dick. Pardon. All right.
Wow.
All right.
Bonjour. My name is Sur la penis? No, sur la
Oh
dick.
man! All right, so this is
Ladik.
opening.
La dick. I don't think you need to translate this one, Noosh, because you've said penis in French and dick in French, and now David's all excited and he's blushing and he's crying. And this is
Oh my
this is the
God.
best short ever. So this is like the Macau short. This is awesome.
Yes.
Sorry.
This is awesome.
Really?
Serious.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's not this show. This show has never been serious. So Noosh, is that the only French we're going to get? Dick,
That is the only
the
French.
Dick French we're going to get today. Okay, we have our Dick French today. It was very exciting. Thank you very much. Oh, you gotta love Dick French. So he's
Oh my
he's a
goodness.
close friend of mine. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching
Voila.
Noosh's Bits. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the show,
Yes.
subscribe and like. Tell a friend. If you don't like it, keep your
Yeah.
mouth quiet. We'll see you next Friday.
And if
Noosh,
you
it's always a
do like
pleasure.
it and would like to sponsor the show, we're open.
Sure, and
because-
you're an adult
yeah.
toy company that makes a vibrator that Noosh can use, by all means.
For my ear.
Hey,
for
you
her
call you
ear.
that. Well, you can call it whatever you want to call it. So,
That's probably what it means in French. Dave.
I think so. I think it means ear in French. I think it does. I totally agree with you.
All right.
So,
Anyway,
all right.
Anyway,
Listen,
let's,
everybody, have a wonderful week. We'll see you all next week. Mwah.
Mwah, 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 mwah.
David,
Thank you.
run the ending credits, please.
All right.